Dear Mother, Father, God, Divine, Infinite Spirit, Source of all that is, we ask to be connected to you, to our higher self, and to the higher self of each other. We ask to bring forth healing for whoever it is that needs it, that we love, to ourselves, to the world leaders, to the budding democracies, to the failing democracies, to all those who would jeopardize our freedoms, the freedom to be who we are and what we came here to accomplish, and the freedom for Mother Earth to develop the natural beauty, the natural environment according to natural law. Everything we need is given to us. There is nothing that we need that is not supplied. We need to ask for it. We know internally exactly what it is that we want to enrich our lives, to move forward with our lives, to become the whole, healed individual that we are. On some level, we exist in pure perfection. On some level, there is no needs, no wants, no lack, no shortcomings. We have every single thing. It is given to us. It is our job to bring it down to the third dimension, the densest of the dimensions. Part of that is through trust. Part of that is through aligning with the help of our angels, archangels, ascended masters, Reiki masters, but most especially Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Saint Francis, Saint Germain, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael, Saint Michael, the Blessed Mother, the Divine Feminine, Mary Magdalene, Moses, Metatron, Melchizedek, Mohammed, Kuan Yin, and Thoth. We ask to be cleared, centered, aligned, balanced, and grounded, and that whatever come in for us, come in for our highest good. We also ask to be clear channels of light for Metatron and his healing angels, since we each receive all the gifts that we ask for. We also ask for the help of Saint Michael the Archangel, his shield and sword to protect our energy field, above, below, side to side, front to back, inside and outside. We ask all of this in the name of Jesus the Christ and in the name of I am. And I thought today that the guidance that I received is to make this a heart centered meditation, but to also ask each one of you for the names of any particular person, place, or thing that you wish to include in this healing. So I'll just start at the top. Uh, I see Barb. So, uh, Barb, who would you like to include in this healing?
Molly, Damien, and JK, Tina, and Abby.
Excellent. And Barb. Okay, we did Barb. Crystal.
I'd like to pray for the Craighead family, the Hessler family, and Jeanette Hales.
Excellent. Thank you. And Andrea. Andrea, you're muted.
Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, I would like to ask for help with some health issues for myself and healing for my son, please.
Excellent. Thank you. Ashley.
Tyrone and myself.
Excellent. Thank you. And Fatima. Fatima, you're still muted. Okay, well, we'll just ask that her intentions be included. I would like to include Mother Earth first and foremost. She is our home. She is the only home we know at this moment in time. The leaders of the world, those who have domination over, but unfortunately, many of whom seek only power over. They have no heart. I would like to include the banking industry and all the financial products that are out there, that there become some sanity in that. Those who are in war zones, I look up at the skies and I now understand why there were times when my mother would look up at the sky and just be so grateful for the fact that there were no planes flying overhead, that would be dropping bombs on them, because she experienced that, because Poland was one of the first countries to be invaded in World War II. And just for each other, all of us on the screen and all who may have intended to come but couldn't for one reason or another, and that we step forward into the healing process and radiate the perfect health that we know we are entitled to. So take a deep breath in, and we're going to start with the heart, and we're going to radiate from our heart. And the first thing that I want you to notice about your heart is the fleur de lis, the threefold flame of God that lives in your heart and lives in the hearts of every single person created on this planet. Does not matter what role they took, does not matter how they are in the vibrational plane. Just know that that threefold flame can be diminished, but it can never be extinguished. This is your heartfelt connection to God, the threefold flame. And as you watch the threefold flame expand and expand and expand in your heart, know that you encompass universes. Nothing is denied you. Nothing is below you. You encompass it all. It doesn't matter how vast the space is, how many universes there are, how many dimensions there are, and what scientists claim are your limitations. You are none of that. You have the potential to literally create new planets, new beings, new places to live, new types of environments, new economic systems, new governmental systems. It all starts, creation starts with an idea. An idea that is first given to you by God, by your guides, by the angels, the angelic team, your ancestors. Every single thing you have, think or do, if you quiet your mind, or when you quiet your mind, you can access everything that is possible for you. You step into the realm of all possibility. You stay in a place for which nothing is impossible. And if you examine the word impossible, I am possible. The word impossible carries within it the word of creation. I am. I am. And for all the issues that you are facing or your loved ones are facing, use those two words, I am, and place after them the desired outcome. I am financially independent. I am healed and whole. I am in perfect alignment with my soul contract. I am God's greatest gift to this universe. I am creating in the same manner that God creates through my thought. My thought comes first. This was illustrated in John's Gospel. I am the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word is thought. Thought is what comes prior to any type of creation in the material world. We think of it first. You create what you want to see in your life. You create what you don't want to see in your life. You vacillate from one to the other through your thought. Monitor your thought. Recognize when you are thinking exactly what you don't want to see happen in your life. It seems to be the opposite of what we are taught to do. But it is God's way. It is God aligning us with His divine potential, with His ability to bring forth everything that has appeared. We look into our heart and we notice from our heart the radiant light that glows so brightly. The white gold of God, the green light of healing, the pink light of tenderness, compassion, gratitude, love. And we accept as we send out the vibration of those colors, we envelop ourselves in the colors first and foremost, and we envelop everyone else or everything else that we think about. We have no limitation as to whether or not we are accomplishing anything. After we transition from this plane, only then will we see the farthest reach of our thought processes, our accomplishments. There are times we feel we stand so little, so alone, so bombarded with issues that tend to drag us down. And just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, and just as any fire that has ever burned and laid a field of potassium over the land, what follows afterwards is lush green growth, because that potassium has nutrients in it that nourish and replenish. And just as we experience things that seem to bombard us and level us and bring us to our knees, we know that we too are given that same nourishment, that same type of wisdom that arises from the experiences that we have been given. Path to wisdom is filled with pain. Pain can be our greatest teacher. Pain can lead us to wisdom faster than anything else. Pain and the resilience to pain. The attitude, I will not be defeated. I will not be taken down. I will not give in to this, no matter what it looks like, what this looks like. And know that in its place, you can put your own selection, your own outcome through your thoughts. Know that that is possible and that you have the right and the ability to create just as your creator has. You are not the prime creator any more than you are your parent, but you have the same abilities as prime creator and your parents. Your parents created a life based on their best understanding of what they could do, of how they could react according to the circumstances of how they were raised. You have the ability to make other choices. You have the ability to seek information that takes you to a much higher plane, a much higher vibration than those around you may have taken. no matter what charges are hurled at you or who is trying to hold you back, you can break through. And you break through with the strength of your heart. Your heart is the gatekeeper to the upper chakra. Your heart is your access point, and nothing can stop you from reaching heights that were unfathomable to generations behind you. Think about the progress that we have made in the last 150 years. If you had taken a man in mid 1800s and told him that there will be machines that would fly and there would be people in those machines, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and they would be up in the air, that man would be sorely tempted to have you jailed for mental instability. We absolutely already are given inklings of what our future is, but not so much that it is going to frighten us to step into that future. No predictions of calamity or catastrophe or any type of destruction have to come true, because as man evolves into a heart-centered space and learns how to evaluate his life, his action, his thoughts based on that heart-centered space, no calamity has to befall us. There were psychics around the world that were predicting horrendous calamities that were going to happen in April of 2025. We are in May, and I had an interesting thought that went through my head, and it went something like this. Yes, there are calamities, horrendous conditions that exist in some parts of the world that are mainly involved in feelings of retribution, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And war is the justification for that. And my understanding, what I have heard, is that by the time 2200 shows up in 175 more years, the people of this planet will look upon this era right now that we are living in and call it barbarian, because we still collectively feel that war is a solution to our problems. War is not. And now take the radiation, take the beautiful lights that radiate from your heart and envelop yourself in that light and envelop those that you put as an intention and see the result of that action. See a cocoon of light intermingle with the different colors, the white gold, the white light of God, the white gold of the Christ consciousness, the green light of healing, the pink light of love. And see everything encased in that bubble of light. And see that you are there. You are the one. You are the catalyst for this healing. And have that light shower down and permeate every single cell in your body, all 300 trillion of them. And have every single cell in those that you love, those that you're interceding for, see that envelop them. And we take God's energy and envelop our environment. We take God's energy and envelop every single thing that we are part of, everything that we touch, everything that we have an effect on. And we know that it brings us joy and peace and love and understanding and a certain type of compassionate composure that everything will be okay. And that we are able to navigate through this era, through these times, and know that no matter what, every second of our life, we choose from an infinite point of possibility. Every second of our life, we have the right to choose exactly where we are on the vibrational plane. Just because other people are stuck in mud or stuck in tar or stuck in low vibrations does not mean that that's where our life needs to be. We have the right to constantly choose for ourselves what it is that we want to experience vibrationally for us. And materially, the world will catch up. The thought precedes the vibration precedes the action. So we go from thought to vibration to action. And we ask that all the healing that is necessary for those that we love be given to them, no matter where they are on this. We know that there are many who cannot accept any responsibility for what is happening to them. They cannot accept the fact that they have anything to do with what they are experiencing. But we know otherwise. And we also know we can choose a higher vibrational thought over every single thing that we are experiencing. Many, many, many times, those thoughts are centered on forgiveness. Forgiveness gets us off the wheel of karma. We do not have to come back with the same people and learn the same lessons, except have them be harder the next time. We do not have to experience that. We can be independent of it. We know that it is possible to choose a different path for ourselves. Learn the lesson and move on. Ask what this is trying to teach you. Ask what you need to know from what you are experiencing and move on. Don't get stuck in the same mud, the same tar, the same quagmire. Not necessary. And we have the ability to move to a place where not only is our life easier, but it's more productive. We slide through it. We figure out the issues that we have to deal with. And we bring forth solutions to complex problems. Solutions that include a benefit for us and those we love. We thank the angels, the archangel, the ascended masters, the Reiki masters, but most especially Master Jesus. And we thank our ancestors our ancestors surround us constantly. And they try to the best of their ability to redirect our actions. They join forces with the angels, the archangel, and the ascended masters, and try to make us have a life that is productive, fulfilling, happy, and is reflective of the kind of life we want to live. And now we're going to smooth the energy field of all those here present. And we're going to smooth the energy field of those we interceded for. And we're going to seal the energy field of all here present with the sign of the infinity. And we're going to seal the energy field of those we interceded for with the sign of the infinity. And we thank all the angelic beings, all the beings in spirit that came and assisted us in this healing, in this meditation. Namaste.